Hey y'all, so I just watched a little snippet of this video that Lailah Lynn just posted, and I just had to react to this bullshit. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right, now the video. All right, let's go back. Here we go.
So on yesterday, Monday, January 30th, Bishop Noel Jones, who is now 72 years old, proposed to his girlfriend of 28 years with a ring from a crackerjack box.
Girl, do you see how these Dusties be doing? Do you see these Dusties? He is a 72-year-old Dusty. Now, this is a typical relationship between a pick-me and a Dusty. Can't put all the blame on him because she chose to lay around with him for 28 years. Okay, so that is her dumbass. Why would you lay around with a man for 28 years just for him? Once he's passed, all his best years are gone. All of his best years are gone. He is old and dusty. And he finally decides, yeah, I strung her along this far. Let me go ahead and propose to her because don't nobody else want you. You got a deflated, bumpy baby carrot hanging between your legs. And this is what they do. I mean, Black women, when are you going to get some standards? And this is an older woman. She's not young. Like this, you can clearly see that she's like 60s or probably the same age. Okay, so Black women, we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. We gotta stop having such low standards and settling for dust, even in your older age. How pathetic is that? Oh, girl.
Now, there's a lot wrong with the sentence I just said, but none of it is allegedly or inaccurate or anything like that. Bishop Noel Jones just turned 72 years old, and he's been dating his girlfriend Loretta on and off for 28 years. And they both appeared on the reality show Preachers of LA about 7 years ago. And their relationship was very controversial because of the fact that Loretta wanted to get married, and it seemed like Bishop Noel Jones was just stringing her along. And for a man that preaches the word of God to people to string a woman along like that just seemed wrong on so many levels.
And the fact that he is proposing with a Cracker Jack box ring and she's sitting there, do you see her face? Look at her face. She's sitting there smiling ear to ear, like just the low self-esteem of it all. And and it's women from her generation that think that being a wife, just having that title is a badge of honor. Well, how is it a badge of honor if it's not coming with anything tangible that you can benefit from? That's that generation that, unfortunately, that generation of Black women, they just have to die off because they're never going to get it. Like Invo said, you're never going to get it. You're just never going to get it. Their antiquated thinking and cognitive skills is just beyond me. It's beyond me. Like, you really gonna wait to be an older woman, an older, mature woman, to be proposed to with a Cracker Jack box ring? Girl, I cannot. I can't. Oh.
But now, at 72, Bishop Noel Jones has decided to marry Loretta so that he does not have to grow old alone. He literally says in his proposal that you're about to watch that he's going to need someone to push his wheelchair soon. And he also talks about all the freedom he's given up by marrying her. It really was a sad proposal, y'all.
Freedom? Who wants your old raggedy dick, sir? What freedom? Nobody is checking for your old penis. See, and this is the delusion that older black men have. They really think that like women are lined up to suck his old 72-year-old penis. Girl, delusional old dusty. I can't.
I try to keep my opinion to a minimum in these videos, but I have to tell you guys, this was a really sad proposal if you ask me.
Extremely
and y'all can watch
sad.
And tell me what y'all think in the comments. But if you listen closely to the words coming out of his mouth, they actually sound insulting. And he literally pulls a ring out of a Cracker Jack box. I couldn't make this up if I tried. Yep.
And that's, I can't put it all on him because she's sitting there accepting that dumb shit. She's sitting there smiling and waiting for the ring. That was me. I would have spit it. Well, it couldn't be me because I ain't waiting 28 years for no man, for no nigga. Okay. But even if I was still a pick-me at that age, I would have spit in his face and walked off. I wish you would have me wait for 28 years and give me a Cracker Jack box ring. And doing it publicly in front of people like it's cute. Like this is like it's respectable. This is why I'm done with the black community. This is why I'm done. These are the men that y'all want to keep giving birth to. You go right ahead, sis, and you know what? And you deserve everything you get from these dusty ass niggas. Fuck out my face.
Y'all take a look.
He said, no, you're going to wait a while until somebody going to have to deal with you broken down. Because they won't be able to say, I can put up with him drooling. I can put up with him needing the wheelchair push. I can put up with him falling out of bed because it wasn't always that way. But he said, Reverend, you will wait until it's only that way. So I decided that I don't get married.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is supposedly the most desirable man on earth. But when you look at the statistics, black men are the least likely to ask for any race of woman's hand in marriage, right? Because men do the proposing. Black men are the least likely to ask for any race of woman's hand in marriage, but they're the most desirable men. And he says he's given up his freedom at 72 years old. Nobody wants that raggedy old bumpy penis. Except that pick-me that was sitting there smiling from ear to ear. Girl.
when it was rumored some time ago that I was getting married, I remember saying to you that I've been with you for 20-something years, then, not 28 like it is now. It was about 24. No, it's about, I don't know. But I told you that I wouldn't. We've held hands every Sunday, related to each other every Sunday. And I told you that I would not sneak off somewhere and get married and let you find out on the side. So I'm telling you today, security, I'm telling you today that I'm going to get married. Loretta, come up here, please. Now, now, I thought about, should I? Thought about, should I give up my freedom coat for a straitjacket?
Don't nobody want you.
At my age, get married to someone way younger than me. I thought about, should I give up not having to answer to anybody? If I'm in Africa and I wanted to go to Europe, if I wanted to leave Europe and go to Asia, to Japan, I wouldn't have to call anybody. Talking about, should I have somebody censoring who comes to my house? I don't like him. She sure can't come. I'm talking about, should I have to give up my Ferrari, buy a station wagon?
What are you talking about? Don't nobody want you. And if you are sleeping with younger women, it's transactional. It's transactional. You giving up some coin, sir. Nobody is feeding for that 72-year-old peen. Stop. Talking about buy a station wagon. You not starting a family. You want to start a family at 72? You want to start all over again? Why you need to buy a station wagon? Dummy. Girl, you know what? Hurry up.
And then when I looked at her, I said, well, should you have to push a wheelchair when I can't walk? Don't go so fast, slow down.
You know, if I was her, since he's a pastor, whatever, you know, it seemed like he got a little coin. I would just be doing it for the bag. Just do it for the bag. Do what you got to do, because he is a typical grade A textbook Dusty. Just marry him for the bread, because 9 times out of 10 she's probably going to outlive him, and she's going to inherit his wealth and his assets, church, whatever, and keep it moving at this point, because that's all you really can get out of him, because he has he's not a good person. Like most black men, they're emotionally remedial, sometimes mentally remedial. Like, you're not going to get much except physical tangibility. Okay, and that's what you need to just focus on. Focus on getting that bag, because he ain't shit. Even at 72 years old, he's lived 72 years of life, and this Negro still ain't shit. That's pretty fucking sad.
Should you have to deal with an old man when you could have many suitors who are so young? Should you have to be listening to a man who's intoxicated with the exuberance of his own verbosity? Should you have to deal with somebody who is set in his ways? After I thought about all the shoulds, I decided that if I keep on thinking about should, then I won't get this thing done. So I need you to give me some help here. I gotta pull something out of it. I gotta give me a Cracker Jack read.
The fact that this man has a church, he's been a pastor for I don't know how long, and the fact that he's coming to her when he's damn near, in the grave, after he's created all of this wealth and success for himself, and she chose to sit there for 28 years like a dummy, he gonna come to her with a Cracker Jack box ring? I don't know who's more dumb. As you know, at this point, y'all deserve each other. Because if that's what you're going to accept, girl, you get what you get then.
Are you a producer? You should check out Riverside's event. It's your new online recording studio. You can say goodbye to technical problems. Because with Riverside, you'll get a...
So I got away from all the shoulds. Should I? Should you? And I've decided simply to say, will you? Marry me.
Girl, just dumb. And you wonder why black men don't take black women seriously. Because look what you accept. You accept so little of them. And so it makes it much harder for the black women that have actual firm standards. This is why, oh my God, this is why the black community is never never going to amount to anything because it's Black women that set the bar so low for Black men. Grading on the curb, as Nyla Vibe says. Shout out to Nyla Vibe. It's like, let me give you an analogy. It's like going to school and having a teacher. Like, let me give you, when I was in high school, I took a Spanish class, right? I think it was Spanish 1. And the teacher I had was so laid back, so easy. We had open book tests, open book quizzes. We did our homework in class. We were allowed to use the book, like everything. It was just very easy. Very, very easy. Like you didn't even have to try. Everybody got an A in class because the teacher was just, she was a young teacher. And, she was just very lax. And then the next year when I got to Spanish 2, that teacher, oh, no. She didn't play no games. She was like, yeah, there are no open book tests or quizzes. You're going to have to study. Okay. You're going to have to do your homework at home. You can't do it in class. She didn't play no games. She had firm standards and boundaries. She did not make it easy for us at all. Okay. And that class was very hard. It took everything just for me to get a C in that class. I studied my butt off, did all the work, and I was only able to get a C because that teacher played no games. That teacher was not lax. She was like, if you want an A, you're going to have to earn an A. Okay. So that's the analogy, it's like the pick-me Black women in the community. They set the bar so low. They're so lax when it comes to Black men. They have little to no boundaries, little to no standards, and you just make everything easy for them. And so this is why they can get up to 72 years of age and propose to you with a Cracker Jack box ring because you failed to set up any firm boundaries. You should have left him alone 28 years ago. I'm dating now. Okay. I'm 37 years old. And I'm dating now. And what I tell men, I say, you have 1 year. You have 1 year to figure out whether you want to marry me or not. Because I'm not wasting my time. I'm getting older, not younger. You have 1 year to figure out whether you want to marry me or not, and then I'm moving on. And I'm dating several men at a time. It doesn't mean I'm having sex with all these men. Because mature people understand that. I keep all my options open. I'm single until I'm married. Okay? So I make these men compete. You want my time and attention? Well, you're going to have to compete for it. Plain and simple. I'm not making it easy for you. I'm not just going to just lay everything down. No. You have to earn and work for it and compete. Very simple. I don't give a shit. I'm not making shit easy for you. No. And unfortunately, like I said, that generation of Black women, they're just going to have to die off because they're never going to get it. This is the supreme example of Black male worship. Black male worship at its finest. Sad.
I'm getting married. What did you say? Yes.
Girl, just look at the pick-me's. This is sad.
Amen. Come on, City Richard.
What are you
If
jumping
I was
for?
Loretta, I could not have accepted a ring presented to me in that way. Not out of a Cracker Jack box, because this is not a time for jokes. And I would not agree to a marriage with an older man who specifically told me he wants me to be his nurse in his old age.
Pretty
It would
much.
be different if he was older than me, but he wasn't telling me he specifically wanted me to nurse him, but he's literally saying that he wants someone to push his wheelchair. And so waiting over 20 years, if you actually want to get married, is really sad to me. This is just my opinion. I cannot celebrate this. I would not.
Black men are a joke. Point blank simple. Black men are the laughing stock of manhood. This is what they do. This is what they do publicly. They publicly display how little manhood they have. They display that, like, I can't compete with other men, so I'm just gonna wait till I'm old and raggedy, and then find a desperate pick me from my generation to deal with me. This is who they are. Black men keep telling you who they are, black women. They keep telling you exactly who they are, and you keep not believing them like a dummy. So you know what? You gonna keep getting played. That's on you. But these black men are daily, weekly telling you how dusty they are, and they're never going to change. The majority of them are never going to change. They're going to be a old 70, 80-year-old dusty. Sad.
Advise anyone to model their relationship after this, and I'm disappointed to see this behavior. That's just me. But y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. As always, thanks for watching.
Okay, y'all. So that's my response. I mean, it's just sad. It's sad. Black women, please wake up and stop accepting crumbs from black men. Stop valuing men that will never value you. Value yourself. Stop worshiping black men and worship yourself. Till next time, deuces.